And welcome to another edition of Inside Michigan Recruiting. We've been rolling in with Michigan commitments for 2 days now, and we are pleased. I think this is the first member from the Peach State.
Yo, Georgia.
Joining us from the state of Georgia. Beat out Georgia for this young man. One Mr. Julius Holly. Julius, how you doing?
Doing good, you know. Just good to be here. Second time out here, so I mean, it's just a vibe being back out here where I'm feeling soon to be home.
All right, so let's rewind the tape and reflect upon your decision to commit to Michigan. Let's talk about what went into that and when you knew Michigan was the place for you.
For me, it's always been big on the academic side of things. I always looked for a place where I could balance both good football and great academics at the same time because, you know, football don't last forever. So I got to be able to do something after that. And I thought Michigan was just one of those places where that could help me out a lot. And in terms of time, I would say in the past few months, because I only really got Michigan in June, May, I only got it. So, I mean, it's been pretty quick for me in my timeline of recruiting. But I definitely am happy with my decision.
So let's talk about Coach Espo, because we know about Coach Espo in these parts. Obviously, he's been camped out in the state of Michigan for some time, but we know him in the Midwest footprint. But he goes down south.
Yep.
He goes down south in Georgia, recruits against Georgia, and beats Georgia. What is it about Coach Espo that you connected with so much?
I mean, I'm not originally from here, but I lived up in Jersey. And Coach Espo's got that big-time New Jersey culture in him. So, I mean, just being around him and interacting with him, it just felt like home. Because that's just really the place I really, grew up, middle school to high school. It's where I, connected with people. So, I mean, it just feels normal.
So how did you get over the distance piece?
That was probably the most difficult one. But, I mean, it's only about an hour flight coming here from – I would say the biggest problem is just getting in Hartsville. That airport's crazy, and with that Atlanta traffic. But I mean, besides that, just an hour flight. Detroit's right down there. It's not bad. So,
yeah. So I mean, listen, but Georgia though. I don't know what the people around those parts had to say, but it's something to leap over the SEC. Did you turn any heads down there? Did they wonder, what's going on to go to the Big Ten? And you have the SEC right here asking you to come. Did you have any people kind of scratching their heads about that?
I mean, I made it pretty clear that I was looking for a place that balances both football and education. And everyone knows Michigan does that probably the best out of all the schools. But, I mean, you know, SEC is big, but Big Ten's just right there.
Hey, you're preaching to the choir. I certainly can attest to having seen several examples in the Big Ten where that is the case, where Big Ten academics and athletics blend.
Right.
You're not saying this. I am. I don't see it as much in the SEC, but that's just me. Now, so when you get into the recruiting aspect of it, and you get a chance to mingle with other guys in the class, what has that been like being up here at the barbecue this weekend?
It's been a great time being able to meet with all my fellow teammates, soon-to-be teammates, just getting a chance to mess around with them, get their vibe, figure out the type of people that I'm finna be with for the next 3 years. But I mean, it's been great time. Getting connected back with the guys I met last time I was up here. Just great people up here in Michigan.
So are you a recruiter, Julius? Do you put on your recruiting cap, recruit other guys to try to get them to come visit?
Currently, I have not done that. I can't say I go to too many big events too much. So, I mean, I'm pretty to myself. But, I mean, if there's a guy that's around and they're talking to me, I'm going to talk up Michigan like I'm recruiting them.
Okay, well, listen, man, you don't have to go very far to recruit at least one guy to Michigan. I mean, you could walk down the hallway.
Some fellow Georgia guys.
And recruit one dude to Michigan. I mean, what about your brother?
Hey, that's what I've been doing. That's when I tell you, when I talk about Michigan to some people, that's him, mainly him. Honestly, only him. So, I mean, it's great. Me and him, we came up here last time. He came with me. It was a great time. He loved it. I loved it. We went up here. They offered him to, so it was just a great experience all around. I'm sure he's hyped about Michigan, but I mean, he's a big-time player, and he's got a lot of opportunities coming up for him. So I mean, it's his decision in the end.
All right, so let's talk about your game for people who haven't seen you play, and I want you to talk about yourself. This is, you know, and this is an opportunity to really highlight the things that you do well, and I want you to. This is not boasting. So you know, if you go hard in the paint in some areas, it's okay to say that. So when we watch Julius Holly on the field, break down your game. Tell us what we'll see.
I would say I really grew over the past few months. Really grew into my height and build, stacked on some muscle, started training real hard, like just every day going hard. So I really built into being a great player. So I mean, I'm big-time pass rush, edge rush guy. You'll see me zipping off the end. Sometimes even come with power nowadays. Like I said, building up that muscle got me strong, so I'd be throwing dudes around nowadays. It'd be crazy. So I mean, definitely pass rush, sacking the quarterback, QB killer. That's me right there. But you know, you can't rush the passer without stopping the run. So I do my part in you know, laying a foundation for my guys in the secondary, hoping to just get that running back down in the backfield. But you know, it's real violent nowadays, considering that I got so much bigger and stronger. I'm just really able to knock some dudes around. So I mean, that's me.
Height, weight, 40. Where are you up to in those areas now?
Height, I'm 235. I ran a 40 at Alabama probably about a month ago. I ran a 4.6, and I'm big, man. I bench pressed like 330. So I mean, it's big jumps, big jumps.
Big jumps. All right. So if we want to come down and watch you, come down and check you out, what are some games we should circle on the schedule? A lot of Michigan is everywhere. Obviously, there are a lot of Michigan fans down in Georgia and the Atlanta area. So what games on the schedule should we
For us, I would say our first game is going to be real good. We're playing over in the Benz, Houston County. I heard they got some real good players out there. But I think we can get them. We played them in 7-on-7 and we won. So I mean, that shows that we got something against them. But I mean, I think our strong suits really are interior with our D-line. We got a lot of big players, saying names. Probably we got JQ. He's committed to Arkansas. Got Jackson, my brother. A few other guys that are big on our D-line. So I feel like, considering we beat them in 7-on-7, I think it's just an even more up game for us with our interior in there. So I mean, I'll say Houston County is going to be a real good game in the Benz. That's what I'm really looking forward to.
That's the first game?
First game.
Any others on the schedule that we can kind of look to if we can't make the first one?
First, I would say maybe like we play Milton. Everyone knows Milton, state champions. I'm hoping we can prevail through that game real nicely, get a chance over there. But I look forward to working them. You know, I got a lot of my old friends, they went over to Milton, so I look forward to going against them and getting a real rivalry going.
I got you. All right, so before you go, I think it's a great time to really shout out your people who helped you get here, who helped you grind to this point, helped you become the player that you are, the young man that you are, the student that you are, all these visits that you've taken. Right, you can't get here without your family, so what about them?
That's correct. I wouldn't be here without any of my family, honestly. My mom, my dad, they're always there every day, pumping me up. Even when at the lowest, not wanting to even play football anymore, they were there to pick me up, put me back out on the field, and get me to where I am today. Obviously, got my brother. He's my guy. He works with me. We go head-to-head, just competing every day together, just making me a better player. I'm making him a better player. That's all it is. And shout out to my coach, Marcus Howard. He's big in my football career right now. He's trainer. He's actually the one who made me a D lineman. I was a 4-string tight end. Check out my highlights. It's 8th grade, you know. But He made me D-line, pulled me off from the. I was sitting on the sideline. He pulled me off, got me on the field real young, and man, that first year was crazy for me. I was young, small. We went against these big Georgia dogs out there, just killing me, ripping me apart. But I mean, being able to persevere with him, training me every day, just being behind me and putting me in positions that I need to be to be a better player. So it's a big shout out to him. And then obviously my people back home, my team, the Alpharetta Raiders, head coach, Coach Curvin, my community, all those people out there that have stuck with me through this whole journey of my high school career. Is just big time for me.
All right, now we're about to get young Jackson on the stage. All right, so give us a scouting report on Jackson before we bring him up.
I mean, Jackson, he's a young guy. He's definitely made a big jump from last year. Last year he doesn't have too much varsity film because he was injured a few times. Got a little bit on JV because he was just a freshman. You know, it happens. I played like 2 JV games when I was a freshman. But big things this season for him, definitely, especially in that spring game we played. Just all of us out there, it was a slaughter, and he was one of the big parts of it. So I mean, I'm looking forward to playing with them, having, my dad calls us bookends. It's coming both sides off the ball, but it's gonna be real fun playing with them.
He beat Big Bro in any drills yet?
Not in any drills yet, nah, but he's gonna be a great player. He started training a lot earlier than me. I didn't start training for maybe a year ago. I started training, but he's starting like, shoot, freshman year. He's about to go crazy. It's better than me in high school, definitely, no doubt.
Gotcha. All right, from your lips. Well, Julius, thanks a lot for your time. We'll definitely be down to check you out this season. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, folks, thanks for watching another edition of Inside Michigan Recruiting.